It's a classic. NASCAR on Fox. And there's no F1 music. Unsubscribe. There'll be plenty more of that to come. But hey, it's the Classic Cup Series. Gotta break out the classics. Although then that's the case, sort of gone really classic. So, race number 8 of 18, the NRLOA NCCS. Sean, Mark, and William. Welcome, dude. Always good to see you here. And there's Derek. You Claude. Oh, man. I don't even know why I made that. I just made it, and I'm more proud of it than I should be. Although I will admit I did a pretty bad job of, like, syncing up my, editing the voiceover. But yeah. So, Richmond, 55 laps for the Samsung 400. Second attempt. First attempt was on the default track, and for some reason the last two starters simply would not show up. So that was unfair. So redo here on the 2012 version. So we'll just have to see what will happen as we receive full starting positions. 55 laps. Pit stops will be taking place around lap 44, I would say, if this goes green the entire way, which probably won't happen, but there's a slim chance. I would say that the chances of cautions tonight are medium to high. Probably more toward medium. But we'll just have to see. So really quickly, top 10 starters are as follows. Cody Reynolds on the pole position again. Started on pole in the other race. Actually wound up losing the lead to White Walker, who went on to take the checkered flag first in the first attempt. We'll see what White Walker will be able to do here. But Cody Reynolds on pole position. Tristan Allen to the outside. Tom Jonas and Benny Watson, row number 2. Then Ben Crouch and Marcos Alejandro. Zachary Fitzwater and Sean McKean, the 8 car starting in 8th. And point leader by a significant margin, Mia Leather starting up in 9th. Roger Ray rounds out the top 10 in the number 01. Breaking news, 3 pieces of paper caused the race to be delayed to the next day, 30 laps in. Oh, man. Hey, Michael. Good to see you here. So, 42 cars. Let's make sure that they're actually all on track. Yes, they are. And we'll make sure that they all get rolling properly. But first, let's get the command. Let's fire the engines. Let's get the Samsung 400 going. Engines are fired. That might not be a bad title for sponsor for one of the Beach City Grand Tour races. Let's make sure here everyone's rolling. Everyone is rolling. 55 laps around this 3/4 mile track in Virginia. 93 and the 50 lead them to the green flag here. And away we go at Richmond. '93 leading them back here. Tom Jonas has gotten up into the second position already. Crouch, Fitzwater, and Allen, the top 5 currently, and Mia Leather's already on an early charge. As there's the dadgum white flashes which occur on these custom night tracks usually. As I already see skid marks, and that is the first caution. And Riley Spurley, second in the points involved. Absolutely destroyed. I think the 97 may have also had a part in that as well. At the 44, Riley Spurley smoking and is done for the day. Hey, Dragon Killer. Yeah, Hangouts is extremely dumb. I cannot tell you. But it's good to see you here anyway. Found it ironic the 93 is the pole sitter. Out of curiosity, why would that be? 93 is the pole sitter. It's probably something obvious. That'd be kind of stupid about. So anyway, let's see what happened here. And coming out turn number 4 on the first lap. Just gets into the 75, then comes down, clips the 97. The 77 also going to get some damage. Dominic Anthony, gosh, much bad luck can one driver have? Of course, across all series, Dominic Anthony's probably had the worst. So the caution already came out when those cars took the stripe. And it should be Top Dragster, but yeah. Number 44. Everyone's a clod now. Not sure how much... Okay, there is some rear end damage. Let's see if the 75... That's Derek Hamill. See if he got any from this. I mean, there's the initial contact. And he will get some rear end damage. We'll see how much that will affect him or not. We'll have to see. Emiko is coming back. Oh! Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So, right now, with that coming back, as ideal as you can get, the 93 is the leader. And you got Tom Jonas in second, Ben Crouch, Zachary Fitzwater, Tristan Allen, so that hasn't changed. Mia Leather 6th, Zach Ryan, Isaac Snyder, Benny Watson to 9th, Alejandro 10th. Okay. You ain't missing nothing, you just missed the first 5 laps. And a minor incident, although that did result in the DNF now for the 44, which... Tough break for second in points, Riley Spurley. So we'll just have to see how that'll affect the standings afterward, especially depending on where the 1 finishes. Let's see, lights going out, lights are out. So we're taking the green flag this time by to start lap number 8. And just while we're taking the opportunity here, I know the stream is a little early. That is because, well, first of all, I got dinner later, and then also the Xfinity race, which I'm sure everyone wants to watch. So I wanted to get this in ahead of time. So Cody Reynolds, current race leader, will lead them back to the green. Got a long way to go in this Samsung 400. 55 laps total. Pontiac and Chevy, the top 2. And we are back at it. And in all honesty, I'm not surprised. If he retired once, you generally don't go too many more seasons before you retire again. Although I take that back, Mark Martin. Although he never actually stated he was retiring, so feel a guy like that. So the top 3 actually pulling a gap on the 90 and the 50. Yeah, Leather's caught up on the high side. Zach Ryan got by him, and now Benny Watson looking to get by as the caution has flown again. Oh boy, please don't let this turn into a wreckfest. And this time it is Christian Parker and Ethan Thames. This is not unheard of, having some early accidents, but then usually it starts to calm down. But hopefully this doesn't continue. We'll just have to see. It looks like the exact same spot, almost in the exact same fashion. This is at the back of the pack. And the 26 just cannot hold the inside and moves up and gets into the 10. So that is DNF number 2 already, maybe number 3 if the number 10 is going to be in trouble. But Ethan Thames and Christian Parker involved in this one. Cody Reynolds does indeed lead them back. Jonas, Crouch, Fitzwater, and Allen. So the top 5 have pretty much stayed the same. Zach Ryan stays out of the 1. Justin Zeidel has gone into the top 10 a while. And again, hopefully this doesn't turn into a wreckfest, as we've had some takers on the pit road. The front 5. Those are the only ones who pitted. No one else went with them. So strategy now going to start to unfold. Tristan Allen will actually lead them off of pit road ahead of Jonas, then Reynolds, Crouch, and Fitzwater. but only the top 5. Now file back in line. So that will give the lead to Zach Ryan, with Mia Leather second, Benny Watson third, Isaac Snyder, Justin Zidell now the top 5. Marcus Alejandro 6th, Wyatt Walker 7th, Roger Ray, Eli Bright, and Matthew Hartford making some good gains here already, up into the 10th position for the number 31. So strategy already unfolding, and that should be enough to get those drivers to the finish of the race on fuel, for those who just stopped. Ultra softs on the top 5, except those tires exploding in 2 laps. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't turn into a wreck fest. This track can do that, but as long as we don't have any lap traffic, which we don't, that should help. Ethan Thames is indeed out of the race. We already knew Christian Parker would be. His engine was smoking. So that is his day done early on here. Already 3 DNFs in the first pretty much 10 laps. We'll be taking the green on lap 15. Lights are out. And the number 42 going to lead them back. And we'll see what those who just pitted there, what is going to happen with them. If this goes green the rest of the way, they could be in the catbird seat. They're hoping that we don't get any cautions. Yeah, this track is very unpredictable when it comes to cautions or lack thereof. You never know. So 2 early on here. See what will happen this time as the green flag flies once again in Richmond, Virginia. Alrighty, side by side for second. Benny Watson on the move and Isaac Snyder on the low side there. That has allowed Zach Ryan to pull the gap. I'm going to give you F1 quotes. You have to tell me the driver crew member that said it. Oh boy, I'm probably going to be terrible at this. Not bad for number 2 driver. Would that have been Mark Webber? I'm going to go with Mark Webber on that one. Boy, diving right in there is Marcus Alejandro, the number 5. And running a slightly different lane through a couple of those corners was Isaac Snyder. And way up the racetrack goes Mia Leathers. Not sure if something might be wrong there or not. Now under threat from Roger Ray. There's Wyatt Walker, who won the original attempt. Well, that outside lane is not going. Felipe, baby, stay cool. I can name the race and the year. That was 2009 Italy. I cannot name the crew member. But that was when Felipe Massa drove for Ferrari. Golly, these cars are all over the place, and the caution is out again. The frick. And it looks like it might be for no reason. Nope, I take that back. Derek Hamill on pit road. Oh, goody. Wreckfest. Oh, goody. So, yeah, he has some slight damage there. I think it happens between 1 and 2. That's a pretty unusual spot. I think. Is that what happens? Nope. Going into 3 and 4. No, he's just coming down pit road. So does Dominic Anthony. So it looks like we've just had the mysterious caution. For no reason. Well, let's see. There's the 18 and the 71, but they look unscathed. I do test them. I've done like 10 tests. Oh, well, testing tells you nothing anyway. But, yep. Let's go to the pace car here. Is the pace car already rolling? I always do testing. Let's see. Oh, I just heard something. And the caution did fly right then and there. So something happened. And I heard contact with the wall. Oh, Sean McKean. As a result of drivers using pit strategy there, someone was checking up. Dale Salzman dove it in there too hard. And then Jonathan Rains and Sean McKean made contact. And this track, I don't know what is going on. Yeah. No, it's not on drugs, it just hates me. So it looks like, uh-oh, are we going to have a weird pit thing again? Looks like it. So Cody Reynolds is retaking the lead with Zach Ryan second, Fitzwater, Watson, Crouch, Snyder, Walker, Alejandro, Hartford, and Patrick Smith into the top 10. Good grief. And now we're going to have lap cars, kind of lap cars, right in front of them because they pitted but stayed on the lead lap. But for some reason they're going to be restarting there, which, jeez. And yep, the weird freaking pit thing, which I get highly annoyed by. Ain't this just how it goes? Everything is going well in testing and you think you're good, and then all of a sudden the race just goes to absolute crap. That's how it always goes. Oh well. Just ask Joe Rudd in Martinsville. That's why I'm never going to Martinsville. Ever. When am I doing Stafford Speedway? I'll have to look into that. Might, if it works, might do that for the late models. But we'll have to see. I'm looking at Spencer Speedway is probably the next late model race. But we'll see. So Cody Reynolds is going to have to navigate some slower traffic in front of him. Although it does look like the 77 and the 75 have repaired some of their damage. So they shouldn't be too bad. And then of course you got everyone else in front of them who just got caught out by the pit strategy. But we're back at it. Once again, I'm not even sure why they pitted. And so it was just a weird strategy call, but the 93 already underneath the 77. But this is the type of situation where we're just going to get caution after caution after caution. Guaranteed. Either that or the track I&I is just now taking effect because I lowered the grip somewhat, but then I did 3 test races after I changed it, and it all looked good, and now all of a sudden they're sliding all over the place, so I don't know what's going on. But Reynolds holds on to it in front of Ryan. They clear the 77 and the 75. Benny Watson is now up to third, or is running third, with Fitzwater, and then a battle here. Marcus Alejandro looking to get by Isaac Snyder. 5 versus 94. And Kraut's dropping back. Matthew Hartford on the move into the top 10 now in the number 3. For the lead, Zach Ryan to the inside of Reynolds. This could allow Watson to close the gap. With 30 laps to go in the Samsung 400. And the 42 clears the 93. And the 93 stays up high, so the 66 going to take advantage. And Fitzwater, the number 90. Also looking to take advantage. Zach Ryan to the point. All these cars up here are indeed hoping for a caution. The 7, the 40, the 71, and the 18. Get them away from the leaders. So Cody Reynolds is going to likely fall to 4th here. Maybe even more if he is not able to get in front of Marcos Alejandro. Patrick Smith is up to 5th. Matthew Phillips and Mark Davidson to the 8th spot. Isaac Snyder is going backwards in a hurry, as is Ben Crouch. And right now the 99 8th, Matthew Hartford, and Evan Hunter has gone into the top 10. As Stoke on the high side, Patrick Smith is on the charge in the number 21. Watson, now on the back of the 42. Trying to get by the 18 of Chris Hayden, put him a lap down. Can he get his nose under there? Not quite yet. 42 washes up the track. And Benny Watson to the point. How cold is it in PA? Got up to about mid-50s today, so it actually wasn't too bad. It was actually quite pleasant for a November day. So new leader in Benny Watson, a low pace car. We're actually going green here pretty decently so far. 77 has decent speed, no doubt about that. But Patrick Smith, if he is able to get by them, he is showing some good speed. But who has to pit and who doesn't? That's the other question. Such as Davidson, Alejandro, Hunter. Cody Reynolds has pitted, so he actually might be in the catbird seat. We'll just have to see here. But he goes way up the track. Grip is definitely a struggle out there tonight. Matthew Phillips looking to make the move there, and Wyatt Walker is currently in the top 10. Dale Salzman, now Matthew Phillips started, or excuse me, Matthew Hartford is starting to drop back a bit. But battles all over the place. Pretty good racing now. Starting lap 34, Benny Watson still holds it. Definitely. Oh, God. I'm glad I've not been reading the chat very much. Zachary Fitzwater silently running third right now. He's buying his time. Waiting to see how strategy will shape up. Again, for those who have not pitted at all yet in this race, they can only go about another 10 more laps. Not sure if that's some side damage on the 71 or not. Nope, it was just me seeing things. Where's Mr. Clods? I'm going to assume you're referring to the 4. 24th. Battle in the 6th. So a bit further back there. Ben Crouch and Isaac Snyder have been on the major drop back, along with Justin Zidell and Matthew Hartford. But we'll see if they'll be able to make up any ground. Also falling back is Cody Reynolds, but now he's on a push. Mark Davidson starting to drop back. He might be starting to conserve a little bit. So that puts Dale Salzman into the top 10. Wyatt Walker's pushing. Now looking to get by the 3 of Hartford. And then you got some lap cars still in the mix here. The 77, the 18 being a few of those. And now the 71 of Joe Broadway going a lap down. Benny Watson pulling a gap on Zach Ryan. And Zachary Fitzwater still third. Evan Hunter's up to 4th. And currently rounding out the top 5 is Patrick Smith. So 3 early cautions in a row, and now we've got a good green flag run here. So I'm happy. Going up is better. Oh, Lord. But again, strategy is the big one here. We're only about 5 or 6 laps away for anyone who has not pitted at all yet. Cody Reynolds pitted earlier. He might be on the edge as far as fuel goes, but he could be in decent shape. But now he's starting to drop back. Now Roger Ray's getting by him. That is for the 11th position. So Matt Oskin's on the push in the number 25 up into the 9th. Wyatt Walker by Hartford. Marcus Alejandro closing in on Smith for a top 5. Still waiting to see what happens with pit stops. I am not paying attention to the chat whatsoever. Or, well, I'm glancing over there and reading it. I'm just not acknowledging it. As they're side by side, William Bronk and Eli Bright. Can't do that too much, otherwise that will allow those leaders to close in, and they want to try and stay on the lead lap. Lap 43. Race is winding down now. Has Watson or Ryan pitted yet? It is 12 laps remaining at Richmond. Hey guys, I noticed your son. Well, in that case, Derek's your brother there, Dale. Did you know that? Because he's also my son. Oh boy. And 11 laps to go. Benny Watson still holding on to a comfortable lead of several car lengths over Zach Ryan. Well, was comfortable. Now he's starting to close in. Evan Hunter is actually on a strong run here, running 4th. Starting to inch a little closer to Zachary Fitzwater. So, good run for the 11. And we have the first taker. Samantha LeBron is in the pits. She was running a bit further back. But we'll just have to see here. Lap 46, 10 laps to go. Do the leader's pit. Not yet. Is Watson going to be able to stretch it? Again, I have no idea when he pitted or if he has or not. If he hasn't, he has to come in. If he has, he should be okay. As there's the 12 coming out of the pits. That could have just been for a problem. But Zach Ryan, right on the tail of the 66. They stay out again. Ford versus Chevy. 8 laps remaining. Lap car Eli Bright right in front of him. Evan Hunter has closed in on Zachary Fitzwater for third. They stay out yet again. Can they stretch it? Oh, Lord. Watson up the track. Door is open. Can Zach Ryan dive it in there? Watson stays ahead of him. Still stays out. With 6 to go. Consider yourself noticed. But I want to pay attention to the race for now. Watson pushing hard. He's got to be careful that he doesn't open the door. They've caught the 8. He's a little off the pace. And to the inside, Zach Ryan with 5 laps remaining. New leader. We're seeing cars going all over the place. They're way up to the high side. Careful! Contact between the 66 and the 42. Someone is through the grass and the caution is out. I think. Caution is indeed out. 97 in trouble. Zach Ryan just ahead of the 66 at the stripe. And that was within 5 laps to go. I believe that the race is over. Tristan Allen involved. Everyone else checking up. And it looks like it will be Zach Ryan, Benny Watson. But Zachary Fitzwater actually has to come in on pit road. Boy, what does that tell you? So this isn't over yet. Zachary Fitzwater just had to come in. This might not be over. Yeah, there's a whole wad that came in there by the looks of it. Not sure if they just knew that they couldn't stretch it far enough or what. But yeah, just because they're under caution doesn't mean that they can't run out. So I'm going to keep it here for a bit. I'll look and see through all the positions in just a moment. Well, yeah, the 18 actually listed 25th now. Two laps to go. Everyone has been noticed. I'm going to turn on my light here. It's getting kind of dark. What? Okay, apparently the light switch has been turned off. Because nothing happened. Okay then. I'll have to look at that in a moment. So Zach Ryan just has to push it through here. For one more lap. Same goes for Watson. Wyatt Walker is now up to third with all that. Roger Ray and Isaac Snyder are now the top 5. Matthew Hartford, Mia Leathers 7th. Going to extend their point lead even more. But Zachary Fitzwater only fell to 8th with pitting there. Evan Hunter, and then still looking for 10th. Then is going to be Cement Oskin, the 25. Here we are on the final lap. Just as long as the fuel makes it. Zach Ryan going to get the win in the Samsung 400. Strategy and speed A combo of the two. Gonna play to the advantage of Zach Ryan. Out of turn number 4 behind the pace car. And Zach Ryan brings home the win as Roger Ray just ran out. So has Chris Hayden. That shows how close they were. There goes Joe Broadway down to the low side. Roger Ray still emerges 4th. Wyatt Walker is out. Watson is out. That shows just how close they were. But they made it. Now Zach Ryan is out of fuel. Wow. So before we take a look at final results, let's find out what happened to cause that final caution, which if it didn't happen, that would have been it. Those cars would have ran out of fuel, no doubt. Still looking for the 97. I saw it looked like the one who was involved. Actually, no. I don't think so. Yeah, this is okay. This is after. Okay, actually, I didn't go far enough back. No, it was not the 97. Pace car's already out. Okay, it was. I got confused there. That's the thing when you have to go back that far. So 97 is actually on pit road. Caution not out. Caution is now out. So let's see here. Lights are on, lights off. So looking on through here, you know, the 97 was already on pit road, as is the 21. The 5 had to pit there. What even caused that? I am not sure. Maybe someone trying to get onto pit road got into trouble or what, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm looking around, I don't see anything. I don't see anything that would have caused that. Seriously? Did this race seriously just end because of a mystery caution? Wait, really? Matt Kenseth is retiring. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah. Dang. So whatever caused this, which again, I have no idea what it would have been. The 97, who I thought was around, but I saw someone going through the grass when we were taking the caution flag. I'm not sure what happened. So yeah, it looks like we just had a mystery caution. So let's see. We're green. All is good. 66 slides up the track there. Then I swear I saw something or someone in the grass. I could have sworn that I saw like some kind of dust being kicked up. So let's see. What's a pace car here? No caution. Still nothing. Golly. Took it a little while. There it is. Oh, hey, Dwayne Johnson. Or The Rock. So caution is out at this point. Just now. And I'm going to skim through every single car to see what happened. And it looks like, oh, Tristan Allen. Going around, trying to get on pit road. Looks like he's going to get hit by someone. No, he hits the barrier. Just a little too hot for the 50. And he wound up slamming into the attenuator. Tristan Allen bringing that out. Okay, so at least now I know that the caution wasn't for nothing, which would have sucked. But dang, that was a hard hit. Glad to see that he was okay. But anyways, so we cut back to the live shot. Race over. Some drivers getting incredibly lucky there. They would never have made it without that caution there. So Zach Ryan with the race win. Benny Watson second. Wyatt Walker, Roger Ray, and Isaac Snyder the top 5. Matthew Hartford, Mia Leathers extends their point lead even more with finishing 7th. Zachary Fitzwater, Evan Hunter, and Samet Oskin the top 10. Mark Davidson and Matthew Phillips round out the lead lap cars. Then Ben Crouch, Jeff Scott, and Cody Reynolds, the pole sitter, finishes 15th. Diego, you're asking about the 88. The 88 will finish in 16th. And then full race results here. Brandon Gomez listed as retired, so not sure if something may have happened in 17 or if that's just a glitch, which sometimes does happen. But holy smokes. Crazy race, that one. But hey, at least we got it in. We got in before the truck race too. Phone call on my end here. Okay, good. They picked it up. Okay. So, that was something. Samsung 400 now in the books. One race away from officially hitting the halfway point of this season in the NCCS. We'll go get a look at the point standings. Before we do that, Victory Lane celebration for the number 42 team. I would always love you, son, as long as you do not disappoint me. Oh, man. By the way, Zach, since you're on right now, you've been meaning to talk to me on Hangouts for quite a while now, and every single time I can't seem to catch you. Are you ready? Do you still want to talk about it now, while I have a few minutes after this stream? Just so we can get it done. Winner signups for other series. Remains to be seen. I'm just going to subtly little hint here that maybe this week, maybe a season 2 of the IndyCar series, maybe. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, but be on Hangouts this time. I also need to check and make sure why my light didn't turn on. So anyway, heading to score 4 we go. Let's see what we got as far as point standings. Whoopsie. Whoops. Okay, here we go. 8 races down. That would be 10 races to go. So 1 race away from the halfway point. Next race will be pre-recorded. It is Watkins Glen. Good old Glen. The one and only road course race of the season. And again, that will be pre-recorded simply because with Watkins Glen, sometimes you get an excellent race, but more often than not, you get a really boring one. And doing a live stream of a boring race gets kind of so yeah. So, those are how they stack up right now. But yeah, with some of the higher points drivers finishing further back and Mia Leathers finishing 7th, I think that Mia Leathers is going to extend their point lead even more. Let's find out how big it is. No surprise there, 227. If this championship had only 2 races to go, Mia Leathers would be locked in. Or actually, well, with 1 race to go. Mia Leathers would be locked in, wouldn't even have to show up for the final race. If this would be how it would stack up right now. 227 points. Isaac Snyder now 2nd. Carter Fries and Riley Spurley, Ben Crouch are the top 5. Cody Reynolds gained some ground there. Zach Ryan gaining ground. Tristan Allen, Samantha LeBron, and Tom Jonas losing out a bit. Michael Canto, Chris Hayden, Nick Kennedy, Nathan Stapleton, and William Bronker are the top 15. Matthew Hartford and Zachary Fitzwater clawing their way forward along with Benny Watson. Bob Bumps and Christian Parker dropping back. So here are full standings. As that screen is getting awfully bright, and I would really like to be able to turn this light on, but we'll have to see what's going on with my light bulb. It's a it's one of those fluorescent ones, so, or whatever they're called, the swirly kind. So it shouldn't be having a problem. I'm not too sure here. Top of the oh yeah, Dragon Killer. Not sure if I said hi to you earlier or not, but if I didn't, good to see you here. Let me just see what I missed here. What is it? Blah blah blah. Bye for now. Who's the points leader? Well, that would be me. Leathers. Top of the second season of the IndyCar series, I want the same car as last season. Well, if you get it for signups, that's how it will go. It will be the exact same roster if we do that. I won at the Glen twice, NCCS and Music Car Series. Yeah, that's true. So we'll see if you'll be able to double down. Am I doing anything later? Probably. Might have some stuff to do, and then I may or may not join Nathan's Cards Against Humanity game. May or may not. We'll see. But sorry about that. Hey, you're funny with Derek and Dale as your sons. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just a little running gag. Which, by the way, well, just for the heck of it, I'm going to pretend that you're the real Dwayne Johnson. You're going to join the Shield? That would be cool. So anyway, 8 races down. Thank you everyone for watching. Next stream, I do hope to stream race number 2 of the Beach City Grand Tour for the late models. That will probably be Spencer Speedway, assuming I can get that right. But again, no promises. That'll just be a run-of-the-mill thing. We'll see what happens when we get there. So, hope to see you there for that. Good luck to all the Xfinity drivers tonight and to all the Cup drivers tomorrow. And again, I'll be aiming for about 8 o'clock as usual. We shall see. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And again, Zach, maybe over on Hangouts if you still want to discuss what it was you want to discuss. Y'all have a good night. And until the next race, take care. And bye for now.